Hi everyone, today we're back and we're going to be filming how I mix together my paint. So, the first thing that you will need is a cup or something to mix your paint in, a mixing stick, I'm used to using a popsicle stick, and obviously some paint. I'm using, this color is Fine Touch Lake Blue. That's the color I'll be showing you how to mix today. Then you'll be needing water. You can put yours in a squeeze bottle if you have one. If you don't, that's fine. You can just pour it in out of another cup. And the last thing is Flood Floetrol. This is just one pouring medium. I have another one sitting next to me right now, so I'll show you. This is Vallejo pouring medium. This is their new formula. I've seen this done with, or by Anne-Marie. She uses a lot of Vallejo stuff, so I figured I'll give it a go, so video coming up on that soon. There's Yak 800, which is a golden pouring medium. There's Liquitex pouring medium. There's Deco Art pouring medium. There's all sorts of pouring mediums. Any of them will work. They all give different effects. So you have to try them out and see what you like. Personally, I've had the most success with Floetrol, so that's what I've stuck with. I do experiment with other things from time to time. So let's get mixing. So we're taking our paint, putting it in the cup, and I'm going to squeeze all I can out of this paint tube thing. Alright, that's probably good. I'll show you how much I got in there. So not a lot. Now we're going to plop the stick in, and we're going to take the water. I have my water, when I fill it up all the way, I put like a splash of Floetrol in it and shake it up real good. I mean, I've seen that on other channels where they say it helps. I don't really know if it does or not. I mean, you could add pouring medium into your water if it makes you feel better. Maybe it's just a superstition thing. So now we're just going to stir some water into our paint. Don't put too much in to start, just a little bit. And you can see that the paint is kind of runny, but not too much. So you want it to be like a fluid acrylic. If you haven't experimented with those before, they're pretty much, how do I explain them? Their consistency is like water, but it's got a bunch of pigment in there. So the consistency is like pigmented water, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just a really watery acrylic. So now we're mixing in more water until it's like a fluid acrylic. And you can see that's pretty liquidy. It's dripping. Let me see if I can get my hand behind here. No, I'm not doing this very well. It's kind of hard because my camera can't go down any further. But you can see that's pretty watery. It's very runny. It's drippy. So after you have that all mixed together, excuse me, we're going to take our Flood Floetrol, and we're just going to pour, I don't know, 50%. I'm sure if you do different ratios, you'll get different effects. I haven't really experimented with the ratios, really, which I should, because that would be interesting. But you can see in the cup, actually I'm not sure if you can see right here, you have some lacing already happening, and I believe that's because it says Floetrol. I think it says it's a latex-based paint additives. And I think that's why people get cells without silicone when they mix their paint with Floetrol. I believe that's why. I'm not positive because I'm not a chemist, but I think that's why, because latex, I think, is somewhat similar to silicone. And we're actually going to be trying out a new silicone. My voice keeps going out over here. This I found at Blick's when I bought the Vallejo stuff. I was looking for Vallejo silicone, but apparently they don't carry that in the store. So, yeah. So I found that one instead. And I'm going to be using some of my pre-mixed paints that I mixed up. And I used in the last video, which I know they have the Hask hair oil, but I want to experiment with that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all silicone. We'll see what happens. If other colors do something, if the other colors that are pre-mixed do something different than these colors that we have mixed up here, we know something happened and went well. But I'm going to make the pour into a separate video, so this one's not too long. And now you can see once we added the Floetrol and mixed it in, it is the perfect consistency. It runs right off the stick, as you can see. So, I guess I'll show you how to mix in the silicone. It's really simple. This is a screw top, so you unscrew the top, and I typically just put 1 drop in, and I'm going to put 2 in, just because I don't know the silicone yet. I don't know if it's super strong, if it's not strong at all. So, and then, to mix in your silicone, you just like that, and it's done. So, that's how you get the perfect consistency with paint, water, and Floetrol. I used to mix it, I used to put paint, or I put Floetrol in, then I put paint, and then I'd see the consistency, and then I put water. But you know what, I find this works so much better, you get such better cells. So, you know, I really recommend trying this if you can, because I think it works so much better. And if you do try it, make sure you comment on the video or tag me in an Instagram post if you post it on Instagram or anything like that, because I'd love to see, I really love to see like stuff that people come up with, because everyone's different, they all think differently, so we all have new creative breaks. So, thank you for watching, and click to the next video. I think it'll be video number 17 for the pour, and we'll see you there. Bye.